Python Virtual Machine. Let's see PVM in detail. We know that computers understand only machine code that comprises ones and zeros. Since computers understand only machine code, we should convert any program into machine code before it is submitted to the computer for execution. For this purpose, we should take the help of compiler. Any compiler normally converts the program source code into machine code. A Python compiler does the same task but in slightly different manner. It converts the program source code into another code called bytecode. Each Python program statement is converted into a group of bytecode instructions. Python organization says that there may be newer instructions added to the existing bytecode instructions from time to time. We can find bytecode instructions in the .pyc file. The role of PVM. The role of Python Virtual Machine is to convert the bytecode instructions into machine code so that computer can execute those machine code instructions and displays the final output. To carry out this conversion, PVM is equipped with an interpreter. The interpreter converts the bytecode into machine code and sends that machine code to the computer processor for execution. Since interpreter is playing the main role, often the Python virtual machine is also called as an interpreter. Versus interpreter. We have used the term compiler and interpreter many times in previous topics. Let's understand the comparison between the compiler and interpreter. Compiler. A compiler translates the entire source code in a single run. An interpreter translates the entire source code line by line. Compiler. It consumes less time, that is, it is faster than an interpreter. Whereas, interpreter consumes much more time than the compiler, that is, it is slower than the compiler. Compiler is more efficient, whereas interpreter is less efficient. CPU utilization is more in compiler, whereas CPU utilization is less as compared to the compiler. Both syntactic and semantic errors can be checked simultaneously in compiler. Only syntactic errors are checked in interpreter. The compiler is larger. Interpreters are often smaller than the compilers. Compilers are not flexible. Interpreter is flexible. The localization of errors is difficult in compiler. The localization of error is easier than the compiler. A presence of an error can cause the whole program to be reorganized in compiler, whereas a presence of an error causes only a part of the program to be reorganized. The compiler is used by the language such as C, C++, whereas interpreter is used by the languages as Java, Python, etc. Compile time versus runtime. Let's understand how code gets checked at compile time and runtime. But before that, we have to understand what is compile time and runtime. Let's have a look at compile time first. Compile time. As we know, Python is a high-level language which machine cannot understand. So, all the instructions or source code is required to get converted to machine code for a computer to understand. During compile time, the source code is translated to a bytecode in .pyc file. During compile time, the compiler checks for the syntax error. Syntax errors are nothing but mistakes in the use of Python language and are analogous to spelling or grammar mistakes in a language like English. Now let's have a look at runtime. Runtime is the period of time when a program is running and generally occurs after the compile time. Exceptions are those runtime errors which can be handled programmatically in the application itself. Exception handling protects from abnormal termination of the program at runtime. We will learn exception handling in detail in coming sessions. Now coming back to the point, how code gets checked in compile time and runtime. Python does very little checking at compile time, deferring almost all type, name, etc. Checks on each line until that line runs. For example, we have two functions, repeat and main. I know we haven't learned about functions yet, but consider these two functions as a chunk of code. The if statement contains an obvious error in main function, where the repeat function is accidentally typed as. The funny thing in Python, this code compiles and runs fine, so long as the name at runtime is not Raj. Only when a run actually tries to execute repeat will it notice that there is no such a function and raise an error. There is also a second error in this snippet. Name wasn't assigned a value before. It is compared with Raj. Here, Python will raise a name error if we try to evaluate an unassigned variable. These are some examples demonstrating that when you first run a Python program, some of the first errors you see will be simple typos or uninitialized variables like this. Future scope of Python. Python is consistently rated as one of the world's most popular programming language. Python is fairly easy to learn, so if you are starting to learn any programming language, then Python could be your great choice. Today, various schools, colleges, universities are teaching Python as their primary programming language. There are many other good reasons which makes Python as the top choice of any programmer. Python is versatile and can be used to create many different things. Python has powerful development libraries including AI, ML, etc. Python is much in demand and ensures high salary. Python is a must for students and working professionals to become a great software engineer. Python growth is promising in future. Python has become a core language. Python is used for research, production, and development. Small, big startup organizations choose Python to meet their customer requirements. It is a real-world programming language used in the commercial world. By choosing Python as a career, you can also be a part of the trending technologies. Careers with Python. If you know Python nicely, then you have a great career ahead. Here are just a few of the career options where Python is a key skill. Game developer, web designer, Python developer, full stack developer, machine learning engineer, data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, DevOps engineer, software engineer, and many other roles. So, what are you waiting? Let's deep dive into Python.